Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
So knowledgeable.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot. Insisting the galleon. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close?
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. It's never been this long.
I hate
Revelio.
But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were...
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
There will be hardship, I'm sure of it. But I see triumph in the end.
A measured perception. Very wise. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy, and that is why such futures are worth striving for. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Descendo!
I think you have it.
Confringo! Descendo!
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test. Outside of the classroom.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio! Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet? Revelio!
Feels like I've been at this for hours.
Descender! Much too slow. Confringo! Potato! Incendio! Descendo! Pity, not quite.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Incendio! Confringo!
Chill spells glance off of me.
Yeah.
You will suffer.
Potato! Confringo!
Easily diverted. You won't stop me.
Incendio!
That was meant for me.
Accio!
Not quite.
Confringo! Descendo!
Was that your best? You can't stop us.
Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Descendo! Confringo! Descendo!
Prepare to surrender.
Descendo!
Try. A miss!
Now to find out what happened here. Revelio!
Accio! Repulsor!
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. This looks intriguing.
Revelio!
Mr. Oakes' trade journal.
Revelio!
Cut back on pudding.
What do we have here?
Revelio! Descendo! Potato! Incendio! Confringo! Hit it! Repulsor! Potato!
Won't get away with that!
Revelio. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. This looks like trouble.
Kill cells. Pity. Not right. Easily diverted.
Confringo! Capulso! Revelio. A ladder. That's what I need.
How nice of you.
Confringo! Capulso! Revelio.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Revelio. Confringo! This is the spot on the map. Best have my wits about me. Confringo! What will we find in here? Revelio.
control is worth it.
Confringo! Depulso!
I won't rest.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Capulso. Confringo. Protego. Descendo. Revelio.
Do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised. That is unimpressive. What an unfortunate disappointment! Are these going to give up? This was pitiful. No, that's embarrassing, isn't it? You're repulsive. Is that the best you can do? This is sad. Such arrogance. Go down!
Capulso. Confringo. Incendio.
Are you sure you're not a mother?
Depulso. Descendo. Depulso.
You're not very good at this, are you?
Incendio. Confringo.
You won't get away with that. Are you quite finished?
Confringo.
I should avenge your death. You have...
Revelio. A boiler door. How to open it? Confringo! Revelio.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed. Run, one minute. I will make you pay.
Nice trip. Team slap.
Deposit.
Descendo. How nice of you to stop by. You won't stop me.
Confringo. Incendio.
That's your best. Your spells glance off of me. Not quite.
Descendo.
Oh, that was meant for me.
Deposit.
Easily diverted.
Confringo.
Not quite.
You are terribly outmatched. Surely you can see that.
Incendio. Confringo.
I've been fighting since before you were born. Not quick enough.
Confringo.
I will avenge your death. You won't get away with that.
Come here, you.
Confringo.
I will avenge your death.
Incendio. Depulso. Confringo. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Depulso.
You can't stop us.
Accio.
Was that your best?
Why have you not run away? Intend to die, do you?
Confringo.
You won't stop me. Not quite. Oh, that was meant for me.
Incendio.
Easily.
Confringo. Depulso.
Pity. Not quite. Your spells glance off of me. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Confringo! Accio! Repulso!
Was that your best?
Confringo! Incendio! Levioso!
A miss!
Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Revelio. This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Revelio. Revelio. I wonder if I've really done Confringo! Levioso! Accio! Levioso!
I won't rest until you're dead.
You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio. Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard you speak of it.
Fortunately, I've already found your wand, Mr. Oakes.
Oh, you found it! Pass it to me. Hurry, before they come. I must get out. Hurry! My wand. Oh, thank you, Erlen. Thank you.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. How did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. Oh, if only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.